Will do.
Well, while we're waiting, we can recognize everybody.
I just need to say hello to everybody.
Well, that's good. If everybody would mute, it would be great.
Madam Chair, we are live.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Cozy Watkins, and I'm your chair of the 12th District, the mighty, mighty 12th District, the baddest district in the state. And I want to thank you all so much for coming and being here. We have, I'll introduce everybody in just a minute. Arun, you say we're live?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good, good. Hey, Christy. I want to thank everybody again for coming. I'd like to recognize Councilwoman Ashmera, retired Representative Martha Alexander, gave many years and blood, sweat, and tears to North Carolina. And as our, hey Ron, as our board, Elizabeth Millsap Hagler is our secretary, fabulous. Bud Barrel is one of our consultants. Kevin Woodson is our credentialing officer. Billy Madlon is our first vice, and Billy's going to be running for District 1. So keep him in mind. He'll need two things. He'll need your time and your money and your good wishes. So that's 3. Let me see, who else do I have? SY. SY is our parliamentarian, and working as a consult with her is Judge Kim Bess. Let's see. I'm trying to see everybody that's on my screen. All right.
Larkin Eggleston.
Oh, okay. I can't see him. Hold on. I gotta get my gallery back up. Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Tony.
Hey, Larkin, I hadn't gotten you yet. If everybody would mute, it would be great. Let me see. I'm trying to go down the line.
Madam Chair, I think you might be on mute.
Okay. Let's see.
Nazim Udine, Progressive Democrats.
Yeah, I already called him out, Tony.
Okay.
Thank you. There's Judge Bess. Thank you for being here this morning. Oh, and Willie Fleming. Give me a minute, Tony.
Okay, I'm just trying to move us along.
Yeah, but I'll get it done. I really will.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Willie Fleming. our minority chair.
Good morning.
Good morning, Willie.
Hey, how's everyone?
Great.
Any other elected, Maya is our second vice. Maya Wells is our second vice. Sam Smith is our treasurer. And am I missing any officers? Okay, we've got some people that'll be running for office. What about elected officials? Am I missing any of those?
John Autry.
Okay, I didn't see John. John
Laura-
Autry.
Laura
Hey,
Meyer,
John.
District 5 County Commission.
I'm sorry.
Laura Meyer, District 5 County Commission. Hey, Cozy.
Hey, how are you? All right. Anybody else?
Thelma Bars Bailey, School Board, Vice
Hey,
Chair.
Thelma, good to see you.
All right, good to be here.
Good morning.
Anybody else?
Good morning. This
Hey,
is
Rebecca
Ricky.
Autry. Yes.
Good
so what-
morning. Are you able to hear me?
I can.
Okay.
Oh, Judge.
This is
The
Ricky
longest
McCoy
serving.
Mitchell. That's right. Good morning, Madam Chair.
Yes,
And
good
all
to
of our
see you.
Democratic family.
Excellent.
Good
excellent.
morning.
Am I missing anybody? If not, we'll get you in a few minutes. Just send us a note in the chat so we can make sure we call your name out and thank you for your service. All right, Arun, if you'll switch on over to the next one, I'm going to begin the meeting. I'm going to call the meeting to order as soon as you get the screen up. Hey, Doug Wilson. The position of the district as different from the position of the county. The county works primarily with the precincts, and in many of the counties, the districts, those votes are weighted. Our votes and District 2 are not weighted vote. One person, one vote. Except on the executive committee, and we're going to try to get that changed. Next slide, please. Our Congresswoman should be coming in, and whenever she does, we'll give her time. You got a question, Tony?
I do. You said you're going to try to get the weighted vote change for the executive committee or?
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Oh, it's on
okay.
the agenda. I didn't see it on the agenda.
It's not going to be on this one. We're going to talk about that in a general meeting where we can get everybody clear on what's going to happen. Okay. But that
Well-
won't be on the agenda for today. Okay.
I mean, we're not going to talk. Well, I wish you hadn't brought it up because now I have 1,000 questions.
I know, but that's why we're not going to do it today, because we need time to be able to go through this and bring in the folks from the state, because this will be a change to the plan. All right. If you are in the reaction button down at the bottom, if everybody would click it, please. Down, and it depends on what kind of system you're using as to whether or not you have. And if you'll click on it, I would appreciate it. And where it says raised hand, that means your hand is down. Raised hand means your hand is down. If you'll click on the hand, I would appreciate it. If everybody will raise their hand. Everybody raise your hand. Steve, I don't see your hand up.
Madam Chair, for some people, that's on the participants list.
If
you're
you
on the
have an older
computer-
version, it'll be on the participant list.
Right. The older version is the participant. Okay, everybody's hand should be up. I don't see everybody's hand up.
This is Celia Gray. I can't see where I can raise my hand. I only have a thumbs up.
That's fine. Your thumbs up or the clapping, it doesn't matter, one of those. Now it says raised hand. If you click that, it lowers your hand. So everybody should lower their hand.
This is lower hand.
Yeah, it's just the opposite of what it says. It says lower your hand. Okay, are we good? And the reason we want to do this is how we'll be voting. All right. Questions on this? Because I don't want you to miss your vote.
Madam Chair, if I can add, if somebody is on the phone, I think there is one person on the phone. If you can press *6 on your phone. I think there is only one person. It starts with 980-939-35.
Can you rename them?
Yeah, I want to know their name.
Okay.
I think the person dropped. Okay. Okay.
Yes,
So,
hello?
oh,
I'm unmuted.
oh, okay. I'm trying to find you on the, okay. Can I
This
know
is
your name,
Representative
please?
Logan, Representative Carolyn Logan.
Oh, okay.
Good morning, Carol.
Good morning, Madam Chair.
How are you, madam?
I'm well, and I can hear that you are too. That's wonderful.
Yes, you can't keep a good woman down.
You cannot.
Also, if are there any questions about this? Because I don't want us to start getting into the vote and we got bunches of questions. So if we can deal with them now, that'd be great.
Okay. So Representative, if you want to talk, you need to raise hand and you have to press *9 on your phone. And when you do that, then I will respond to you stating, please press *6 to unmute. And you should be able to do that at the time when you need to talk.
And ladies and gentlemen, we would appreciate it to be recognized and not just shouting out. And the only reason for that is we've got so many people that need to be heard. All right, and please do not use any of the other little icon thingies other than the thumbs up or the clapping, and we'll consider that hands up.
Right. So Madam Chair, I can mute everybody, but at that time, if anybody wants to have a question, they can raise hand and then I can ask them to unmute themselves.
That'll be, thank you.
Yep.
All right. I see Margaret's got her hand up. Margaret, what can we do for you?
Is this Margaret Davis you're talking to, Cozy?
Yes.
My raised hand doesn't appear on my screen, but Nazim assures me that it's working.
Yeah,
so
it is because it said your hand was up.
Okay, well, I won't know if it's up because it doesn't show on my screen, so that's a little bit of a problem. I could use the thumbs up or the clapping hands instead because I can see them.
Use the thumbs up, not the clapping hands.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, next screen, please. Arun?
Yep, Madam Chair, just a second.
Okay, and Arun, for folks on the phone, you'll press *9. Okay, voting up or down and show of hands. And we just went through that. Eligible voters are all of the credentialed delegates. Everybody else can watch everything else on YouTube live stream. Any questions? Next slide, please. Ladies and gentlemen, I will turn the meeting over to Reverend Glency, and she's our chaplain, so she can recognize those that have gone on to sit with the immortals. Reverend Glency.
Good morning, everyone. It is my pleasure to welcome each and every one of you here. Let us bow. Most gracious Holy One, we come before you standing on the legacy of our ancestors, those who have gone before us and those who have paved the way to show us what justice and fairness and kindness looks like. God, in this space, we ask right now that you anoint each and every one that's in this space, that our hearts be in tune with one thing, justice, that our hearts be in tune with fairness, that our hearts be in tune with unconditional love. Anoint this meeting in such a way that everything that is said is united in your love. Make every road straight, every mountain smooth. Make our struggles worthwhile, that we are benefactors of your grace. Now take care of our leadership and allow us to always be focused that our work should be exemplary of you. And what that looks like is love, unconditional love. Anoint this body, anoint this meeting for this day. Bless it in the name of all whom are born in divinity, created in your image. And we say, Ashe and Amen.
Amen.
Thank you very much. Next slide, please. Councilwoman Ajmera will lead us in the pledge. Councilwoman Ajmera.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Next slide, please. Our inclusion statement is not a bunch of words that we just put up and read and annoy folks. We are supposed to include everybody. And that's the reason the 12th district has such a diverse board, is so that it's more representative of the diversity in Charlotte. And I'm going to leave the inclusion statement up for a minute. So everybody has time to read it and absorb it and understand this is part of our commitment. Any questions? I do want to just jump in here and say that because of all of the issues we're having with minority violence against minorities, we will be looking at this more aggressively in the 12th district and what we have agreed to do in our inclusion statement. So there'll be a team being put together to see how we can better affect this. Next slide.
Madam Chair, I think we need to have the NCDP chair's statement.
Okay.
Video.
If you'll play that for us, please.
Hello, North Carolina Democrats. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dr. Bobby Richardson. I'm a native of Franklin County, an educator, a mom, a proud Democrat, and the newly elected chair of the North Carolina Democratic Party. I want to welcome you to your 2021 Congressional District Convention. Thank you so much for being here and joining Democrats across your congressional district in this important work. Your efforts today are critical to the party as we gear up for another election cycle. From your neighborhood team, to your precinct, to your county, to your district, we are all working toward the goal of building grassroots organizing powerhouse that will fuel Democrat wins in 2021, 2022, and beyond. Our power is in our people, people like you who are stepping up to make change in our community. And the place we start is right here. Together we will get to work in all 13 districts, all 100 counties, and every zip code across North Carolina to push our message out and get as many Democrats elected up and down the ballot. But we've got to work harder than ever and organize, and organize. On behalf of the North Carolina Democratic Party, for all that you have done, for all that you are doing, and for all that you will do, thank you.
Madam Chair.
Yes. All right, we do have Madam, well, let me ask. Madam Secretary, do we have a quorum?
Yes, ma'am, we have quorum plus 102.
All right, excellent. Okay, the agenda, and I would like a motion to accept the agenda, if I may. So could I get someone to move acceptance of the agenda?
Madam, this is Nazim Udin. I motion to accept the agenda.
Is there a second?
Sam Smith, I second.
It's been properly moved in second that that we accept the agenda as written with the caveat that when the Congresswoman arrives, we will include her. I'm not sure. Arun?
So can I move to the next page?
We have a motion on the floor. We need to vote on the motion.
I know that. Just hold on a minute because we can't see the agenda. At least I can't. I was giving him a minute to correct that.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I was planning to have another laptop. I couldn't get time. So I'm using one, like 2 laptops right now. Sorry about that.
No
So you should
problem.
be able to see. Can you see on the screen?
Yes, but I've got, hold on. Okay, there we go. I think that was my fault. All right, it's been probably moved in second that we accept the agenda. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, if you would raise your hands. Let's see where it's at.
I need to. Um, 61 participants, 62 participant, raise hand.
I'm sorry, one more time.
At this time, 65 participants, 66, it's going up.
Okay.
Mm.
And we have how many people total signed in?
We have 103 and we have 73 now.
Signed in, yes.
Signed in 103.
That's 50 plus one. The chair rules that the agenda has been accepted. If we could go on to the next one. Yes, yes.
I'm going to make it to the side. So
tech is good, but it takes time sometimes. Okay, we want to put in the rules of the day. We will only recognize you once your hands are up. And once you got your hands up, we will recognize you. And there are several people watching hand raised. So you hopefully will not be a long wait on making your statement. We will limit to speakers. They'll alternate for and against. So if you've already spoken for, you will not be allowed to speak again if somebody is waiting for you to, waiting to speak. And we'll try to alternate it, okay? And we would like to make sure we've got good debate and people say what they need to say. So if you would give people a little bit of time, now I'm not saying that we need to stay forever and ever, but I am saying if we need to debate something, let's do that. And credentialing votes, if you've, in this group, you've been credentialed and you will be allowed to vote. And as we said, the quorum is one person, and we have that. There'll be a nomination of officers and the election, and Judge Ricky McCoy Mitchell will give the oath of office. We have tellers that will be adding up the votes, which is easy to see because we have hand raised. If you're on the phone, what we will be doing is putting you in a private room where you can vote and no one will hear what you're saying. And then we'll bring you back out of that room. Tony, I see your hand up. Tony, did you have your hand up?
Okay, I was trying to unmute. I have a question about the nominations. Reading through the information last night, during the nominations, if there's a nomination from the floor, the person gets 30 seconds to speak. Can we make that 1 minute at least?
Well, we can. Let's wait till we get to that section right there. Well, we can handle it now because of Rule 6. Do you all, are you gonna motion that, Tony?
Yeah, I move that we allow nominations from the floor to have 1 minute to speak.
Is there a second? Okay, Connie Green Johnson seconds. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, I'll take the vote. All those in favor of giving nominations from the floor 1 minute, let it be known by raising your hand. Oh, y'all doing the hand raise good today. How many do we have a room?
57 right now.
Okay, tell me when we get to 70. I know. That's why I told you to come on.
At this time, 67. 68. 69. One more. We have 70 plus.
All right. The chair confirms that the motion has passed. Thank you, Tony. Also, the resolutions that we've dealt with, I checked with the county chair this morning, and we've had the ones that we're going to actually deal with here. And we've got the ones also that was approved at the county level. Okay. So we'll have those printed up for you to be able to see. Any questions about the short version of the rules? And the rules were sent out. Okay. Next slide.
Madam Chair, you've got 2 hands raised.
Okay, I didn't see them. I'm sorry.
Braxton B. Coates.
Braxton, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Madam Chair. Good morning, Democrats. Madam Chair, I just want, and I know you said this, but I want to make sure that I'm clear. In terms of obtaining recognition, we are supposed to raise our hands, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so then, Madam Chair, I would just ask that there's maybe a little bit longer wait time, because on our end, we can't unmute ourselves. We have to wait for whoever's controlling the technology to do that. And sometimes there is a little bit of a delay in terms of individuals raising their hand and then being allowed to unmute themselves to speak.
Okay, that sounds good. The support team is trying to make sure we get that done. But Braxton, I've seen that happen with our county meetings and state meetings. So maybe we just need to slow the tempo down a little bit to make sure everybody gets in. So
whoever is raising hand, we will definitely, the co-host or host, we can definitely unmute. We'll ask to unmute and you can unmute at that time. And we will not proceed to the next person until, or at least we give enough opportunity for you.
Thank you. All right. And so we'll slow everything down a little bit, okay? I believe that we can move on. Sorry.
I can also put everybody to be able to unmute themselves, and we will see how far that
No,
can go.
let's don't do that. Let's just, yeah. There's a lot of people in there and we want to hear what everybody has to say.
Yeah.
So let's don't do that. Okay. If you'll move on. Okay, approval of the minutes. We sent those out and I'm gonna let our secretary take you through the highlights.
Hello, conventioneers. We held a historic first convention by video last year and election. We heard from all the inspiring North Carolina Democratic candidates in what also was a historic election year. We elected our delegates to the DNC and a presidential elector, and we managed to do so entirely on this digital system. Our 12th District Congresswoman Alma Adams gave a rousing speech. We followed her call to action and elected Democrats as president, vice president, as a majority in both chambers of Congress, as governor. And as she said, we kept Dan Forest in the forest and we turned this mother out. And we wrapped it all up 29 minutes early. It was a lot of fun.
Madam Chair, we have a raised hand.
Actually, this is Bobby. Actually, my hand was raised because the chair had said to use thumbs up for raised hands. And then that, when you do that method, it goes away. I don't know whether I'm being counted or not, because the thumbs up disappears. And should I use the thumbs up instead of doing participants raise hand?
So
raise hand is preferred. We just said if you can't find the raise hand, thumbs up is okay. And yes, I can see thumbs up.
But it disappears quickly.
Yeah, but it disappears on your screen, but it still stays here on ours.
Okay, well, I did not get recognized with my thumbs up until I did the participant raise hands. It's when
okay, Bobby, is there something that you wanted to had a question about?
Yeah, I want to clarify which is better, whether to do the participant raise hands or the thumbs up, as you said.
Let's do the participant, if that works. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Any more hands? I don't see any.
Madam Chair, I'm sorry, go ahead, Ruben.
Yep, I think she lowered the hand. And, Miss Bobby Parks, is it okay if I lower your hand?
Yes.
We do not have any raised hands at this time.
All right, good.
Madam Chair, I move to approve the minutes of the 2020 convention.
Is there a second?
We have,
Janice Lewis, second.
All right, it's been properly moved in second that we approve the minutes. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor of approving the minutes, please raise your hand. Oh,
we are at 63 right now.
all right.
We are 70 plus.
All right, the chair rules that the motion was accepted. Thank you.
I'm going to lower all hands. You don't have
Please,
to.
if you don't mind.
All hands are lowered. I'm going to, yeah, all hands are lowered. Hands are lowered, Madam Chair.
All right, thank you. Did I see that the Congresswoman is here? Congresswoman, are you here?
I do not see it. I have allowed all participants at this time to unmute themselves, and I do not see it.
Okay, would you remute everybody, please?
Yep.
All right, thank you. Next slide, please. Financial report. Our treasurer, Mr. Sam Smith. Would you please go through the financial report? Unmute yourself, Sam.
Thank you. Good morning, Democrats. I'm going to be before you very, very brief. Just want to run over the financials real quick. The financials that I'm going to discuss covers May 2020 from that convention to this convention. So as you can see on your screen, we had total expenses over the year of $1,772.83. Our beginning balance going into the year was $2,766.19. When you minus our beginning balance from our expenses over this year, we had a balance of about $993.36. Through the year, we from the convention, we brought in a couple dollars. Throughout the year, we had a couple people who donated to the 12th Congressional District. So our total revenue from May 2020 to 2021 was $745. And if you look at our ending balance of coming into today's convention, we have roughly $1,738.36. Couple of things I want to highlight as far as expenses through the year. We had a couple of donations that we made. One of those was to Christy Clark's campaign. We also have several expenses that are coming out from our ActBlue. They charge us every time a payment is made or they have to disperse a payment. We have HostGator that we pay for our website through the year to keep our website operational. And also our Zoom, in order for us to use this platform today, we have paid over the last year roughly $150. Madam Chair, if I don't have any questions, I would like to submit the financials for information purposes only.
I have a question, because you keep saying roughly. We have roughly 1,738. Do we have that amount, or is there some reason why we wouldn't have the exact amount?
Yes, I probably should have been more clear. That is the exact amount that we have in there. So
Okay, thank you.
$1,130.36 is what we have in the bank coming into today.
Thank you.
All right, Madam Chair. Again, I'll submit this for information purposes only, and I'll turn it back to you.
Ms. Watkins, I think you are on.
We will
Yeah,
do an
sorry.
internal audit once we elect a new treasurer that's part of the transition. All right. Next. All right, it's election time. And because I'm a candidate for chair, I will not be running the chair's election. And then we'll have first vice, second vice, third vice, secretary, and treasurer. Now, I do ask that before we shut down the election, that we give people time to come from the floor and present, a nomination if necessary, if they'd like to do that. Sometimes we're so quick. I want to close the voting, the nominations, and you only had one person and nobody else had a chance. Let's not do that today. I can't tell you not to do it, but I'm just asking that we give time for people to be able to think through this and make nominations. You must be a registered Democrat. The first vice chair will be a gender identity difference. So that means that one male, one female. And there are only one county, so it's one vote, one person. We do have people running that is under the age of 30. And we do have a diverse group of people running for office. So is there any questions about the voting process? And you'll raise your hand. Oh, wait, hold on. I've been warned.
Is a second necessary?
Hold on, Tony, hold on. Let me finish. Let me let Kevin and Bud explain, and Arun, how the voting will go. And then we'll entertain your question if it's not answered then. Okay, go ahead, Kevin.
Well, voting will take place. As we have right now, we have one name that's been submitted. Nominations for the floor will be open. We will ask 3 times for nominations from the floor. If someone is nominated, then we will put that person as a nominated candidate. They will be allowed a minute to discuss why they feel they should be elected to the position. At the end of that, we will ask for voting on each of the candidates. The first option for voting will be by raised hand. If we do not hit the 70 threshold, and I assume that because that's what the chair has said already, then we can then go to paper ballots, unless somebody asks for a paper ballot. If we do ask for a paper ballot, then that will be turned over to Arun, Bud, and I, and Kendrick Cunningham, and we will then start disseminating paper ballots for people to vote. Any questions?
I just wanted to ask if a second is necessary for the nominations.
No.
Sorry.
No, it's not.
Okay, thanks.
Right. All right, if there's no other questions, and we're moving right along, y'all. We'll have plenty of time to get on the grill. All right, if you would, please, I will relinquish the gavel to our first vice, Mr. Billy Madlon.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This is an opportunity to nominate candidates for the position of chair of the Congressional Democratic 12th District. Nominations are open, and I'll be taking those now.
Raise your hand to nominate.
I'm sorry. Judge Rick, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Judge Mitchell, Judge McCoy Mitchell has raised her hand to nominate someone.
All right. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Vice Chair. In lieu, I am actually going to nominate Ms. Watkins for her reelection to the chair position. Is that something that would be in order for me to do at this point or after you've taken all of the other nominations?
You may nominate her at this point. We'll leave it open for other nominations. And at the point that we feel like we've gotten all that we'll get, we'll allow you to speak on her behalf if you care to do that.
All right. So you want me to wait until you've gotten those?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am, please.
Thank you.
Cozy Watkins has been nominated as chair of the 12th Congressional District. Do we have any other nominations for the position of chair? Please raise your hand. Looks like we have some hands raised.
Did you recognize them, Billy?
I can't see who they are. Hold on just a second. Maybe I can.
Right now, Phyllis Johnson, I asked to unmute.
Okay, thank you, Arun.
You have to unmute at your end, Ms. Johnson.
I'm sorry, that must have been an accident.
Oh, okay.
I don't wish to speak, but thank you for the acknowledgement.
John Autry, do you wish to nominate someone?
Thank you for recognizing me, sir. I wish to move to close the nominations.
Thank you for the motion. We require that the temporary chair has to ask 3 times for nominations from the floor. He has already asked once.
Okay, let me go ahead and ask again if there are any additional nominations from the floor before we consider Representative Autry's motion. Are there any additional nominations for the position of chair? Arun, I see some hands up.
Sam Spencer, you're recognized.
I would like to go after Mr. Madlon asked for the close of nominations 3 times.
All right, that's understood. Mr. Madlon, would you ask one more time?
Certainly. Do we have any additional nominations for chair of the 12th Congressional District at this time?
Tamar Johnson, your hand is raised.
Yes.
Your hand is raised, sir. Do you have a nomination?
Oh, no, I do not. Sorry about that.
All right, well, it appears, Arun, are there any additional hands raised, or Kevin?
No, it's just Judge Mitchell and Sam Spencer.
Okay, so it appears that there are no additional nominations. Sam Spencer is asked to be recognized before Judge Mitchell makes a statement on behalf of Chair Watkins. Sam?
I would like to second Mr. Autry's motion under the understanding that it's not only to close nominations, but also to elect our chair for the 12th district, Cozy Watkins, by acclamation.
Terrific. Well, out of respect for Judge McCoy Mitchell, I will allow her to make a statement on behalf of Chair Watkins, and then we will entertain the motion to close and go directly to a vote of acclamation. Judge McCoy Mitchell.
All right, thank you, Mr. Vice Chair and all of the fellow Democrats here. I am honored, and I think it has been very clear from there not being any other nominations that we all believe that Ms. Watkins has done an excellent job, and we look forward to her now, as I complete my statement, being voted by acclamation to her 4th term. But I do want to just quickly say that she has already demonstrated a pattern of that hard work, even during times of physical, medical challenges, which despite all of us telling her to slow down, we know that that is not Ms. Watkins, that she keeps it going in her commitment to the Democratic Party. But we know that she did have a bold plan for finding voters and connecting with voters throughout the precinct strategy. That as well, you heard with people talking this morning, all of the social media platform. I am certainly someone that has to be dragged into this century with technology, but clearly she has guided us in making sure that we're in all of those places and being able to connect with everyone. And thank you again, Ms. Watkins, for never forgetting the judges. I have to put a plug in there because I think sometimes it's hard for folks to think of us as elected officials too. So with that, it still is my esteemed honor to nominate Ms. Cozy Watkins as chair for the 12th Congressional District, North Carolina Democratic Party, to her 4th term. And thank you, Mr. Vice Chair, for that opportunity.
Thank you, Judge. And so a motion has been made. The statement is complete, and there is a motion on the floor from Representative Autry, seconded by Sam Spencer, to vote acclamation for Chair Watkins. If you would raise your hand in your participant section or in the reaction section to signify your approval for acclamation. Once you raise your hand, if you'll leave it up for us, please, we can clear those from this side.
At this time, we have 66, 68, 69. We have over 70.
That's good.
Okay, seeing that the number is now in addition to 70, it would be the determination of the first vice chair that Cozy Watkins has been reelected as chair of the 12th Congressional District by acclamation. And Chair Watkins, let me be the first person to tell you congratulations and to say that it has been a privilege and an honor to serve as your first vice chair. Welcome back for another term.
Thank you, and thank you to everybody. I do want you to know that anytime you elect somebody by acclamation, it to me has always been a stronger vote of confidence, and it just makes sure that I stay on point. So I'm going to work much, much harder this year so we can get some things done. And as I said, the issues with race and people getting violence against minorities, we're going to be helping our legislators a lot with this, because it was just yesterday they were lynching Black folks. So I tell you, I'm highly emotional about this, highly emotional. And thank you all again. And thank you, Billy. And your service is just incredible. We love it. We'll go to the first vice. Are there any hands up or anything?
At this time, there are no hands up, Madam Chair.
Okay, first vice chair. I see that Arun his name has been submitted. Who's nominating you, Arun? Because you can always nominate yourself. Oh, one
morning,
thing, I'm sorry.
everyone. Good morning, everyone. It gives me great pleasure to nominate Arun Nair for the position of first vice
Get my
chair.
soda out of the fridge.
To
And
serve
I'll
as our-
second.
Who was that nominated?
Reverend Glancy.
And Dimple Ajmera seconded the motion.
Mhm. All right, is there another nomination?
Dimple, I see your hand raised. Is that for nomination or you just have it?
Yes, that was for the nomination. I'm going to
Okay.
lower my hand now.
Thank you. Sam Smith, do you have your hand raised?
Yes, Madam Chair. I move to close the nomination on Arun for first vice chair.
Again, let me remind,
I
I'm
would
sorry.
like to add that we want to offer it the option for 3 times. And then I'll accept your motion to close.
Okay, I'll come back after the third time.
All right, is there another nomination from the floor? All right, hearing none, I'll ask again, making 3 times. Is there a nomination for the floor for first vice chair? All right, Mr. Smith, your motion is now in order.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move we close the motion for Arun and accept this by acclamation. Thank you.
Is there a second?
Madam Chair, this is Nazim Udin. I second that motion.
All right, it has been properly moved in second that we close nomination and accept Arun as first vice by acclamation. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor, please raise your hand. All right, we are at 70. The chair determines that Arun Nair is our new first vice chair by acclamation. Reverend Glancy, did you want to say something on Arun's behalf?
Yes, due to his dedication and service, as long as I've been a part of the 12th Congressional District, I believe that Arun will serve mightily in the position as first chair. I welcome him to this position with gratitude and affirmation.
Thank you. I have to take a moment of personal privilege. You would not, I call him my gangster because he is so committed. He'll do what he says and then he'll exceed that. Sometimes I have to pull his coattail because he tries to outrun me, but he is a fabulous, fabulous member and worker. So I think we are blessed to have Arun as first vice. All right, our second vice. And welcome, Arun.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, everyone.
Maya Wells is name has been submitted. Is there someone that is nominating Maya? I believe Vinod.
Yes, yes, Chairman Watkins. Can I be? Am I recognized?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, and let me start by congratulating both you and Aaron. I'm very happy to see the two of you elected, and I wanted to thank you for the job you're doing. Thank you for you. I'm extremely confident that the two of you are going to do an amazing job leading the district, but I know that you need help from all of us. And that help starts right now by electing really strong people to support you. And for that reason, I nominate Maya Wells as second vice chair. I've known Maya for a few years now. I got to know her when she was a student at University of North Carolina at Charlotte. She's since graduated. She was very active as a student, helped do a lot of organization on campus and also off campus with a lot of groups. Since she's graduated, she's remained active, speaking at a lot of forums, being very aggressive and being very heavily involved in reaching out to people throughout our community and really trying to reach out to a diverse range of activists, including those that we don't usually hit. She's really made a very aggressive attempt to go out into the community and meet people and reach out to people that aren't usually involved in the political process. I think that she's exactly the kind of help that you and Aaron need on the board. She also, we have not yet elected somebody who fits the requirement of the age requirement of being under the age of 36. She does fit that requirement. So once we elect her, we can go forward with the other offices and not have to be concerned about those requirements. But all that aside, I think Maya Wells is amazing, and I would strongly recommend that it's my honor to nominate her, and I strongly encourage all of my fellow delegates to elect her.
Cozy, you're muted again.
Thank you again for that stellar nomination, Mr. First Vice County Chair. Would you, is there any other nominations for the position of second vice? That was my second ask. My third ask, is there any other nominations from the floor? Hearing none, I will accept a vote to close the nominations and accept Maya Wells by acclamation. Could I get a motion?
Madam Chair, Sam Smith, I move that we accept Maya Wells' nomination and accept her by acclamation.
Is there a second?
This is Nazim Uden, Madam Chair. I second that motion.
All right, all those, is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, let it be known by raising your hand.
Madam Chair, we have over 70.
Excellent. Then the chair determines that Maya Wells has won the election for second vice by acclamation. Strong work, Maya, and we appreciate it. Now, I kind of want to jump in here to another personal privilege. You can do that when you chair. We always want our young people to stick around. We train them and then we want them to stick around, but we want them to work for free. In this day and time, volunteerism is only good for a little bit, and then we have to start compensating. So this will be something else that you'll be looking forward to. We'll have a commission to look at how we can compensate our young people, and we have to have criteria and all that. And we won't get into all that today, but I do want you to know it's coming, where we can actually do something to help encourage our young people that we've trained and expended a lot of time to stay here and work with us and advance our party. So volunteerism is only good for so much. And then whatever we can't volunteer, we're gonna have to pay our way through. So Maya, thank you so much for the work you've done and you will do. Third Vice. Third Vice.
Madam Chair, if I can speak, this is Arun.
Yes, go ahead.
I'd like to nominate Rosie Crumpton.
Okay.
As
All
third
right.
vice.
All right, Rosanna Crumpton. Is there another nomination? Second, is that a hand up? Is there any hands up?
There is one hand up. Nelda Leon. She's
Nelda.
unmuted.
Good morning, Nelda.
It's good afternoon, I guess we are now. Thank you.
Yeah, I guess it is.
And congratulations. I just, as a
Thank you.
point of order, I believe if someone recommends that we vote by acclamation, do we actually have to vote then on that?
Yeah, we have to vote on the acclamation itself.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
Mhm. I will ask my third time, is there any other nominations? All
Ginger
right.
has her hand up.
Who? Ginger?
Ginger.
All right, I recognize Ginger. And Ginger is the state LGBT chair.
She appears to have lowered her hand.
Thank you, Madam Chair, for recognizing me. I congratulate all those we've elected to now, and my apologies for not lowering my hand.
All right. I will at this time, having made the request for nominations 3 times, ask for a motion to close nominations and elect Rosanna by acclamation.
Madam Chair, Chair Smith, I move that we accept the nomination of Rosanna Crumpton for third vice chair, and we accept it by acclamation.
All right, is there a second?
Thelma Byers Bailey, you're recognized.
Thank you. This is Thelma Byers Bailey. I second that motion.
All right, it's been properly moved in second that we accept Rosanna as close the nomination and accept her as by acclamation. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll move to a vote. All those in favor, let it be known by raising your hand.
Madam Chair, we have over 70.
All right, the chair determines that Rosanna has won the seat of third vice and by acclamation. Congratulations. And I have to tell you that this morning she was already helping me in the third vice position, getting all my Zoom and stuff. So these young people, we've got to keep them. We've got to keep them. And welcome aboard. Loving to have you. You nominated her. Let me not run too fast and not let you speak on her behalf, because many people do not know her. Nazim.
I don't, I nominated.
Rosanna.
Hi.
I didn't know
Madam
if you
Ch-
wanted to speak on her behalf.
Madam Chair, do you want me to speak on her behalf, or do
Yes,
you want Rosie to
sir.
speak?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so I work with Rosie in Community Relations Board. She is phenomenal. She's an author. She is have been maintaining 2 websites. I think everybody knows the effort which went in to kind of have the infrastructure of technology today we have with websites, especially. So I think, she hosts herself 2 websites. So I think Rosie is the right person to kind of take over, so we don't stop the progress we have. And, with Billy moving on, we lose that exceptional, talent in, drafting our resolutions and releases. I think Rosie can help with that because she has done phenomenal help for our board in the past. And I congratulate Rosie.
Thank you so much, Arun. I saw in the chat, if you'll allow me a minute, I can share a little bit more about myself. Would that be okay, Madam Chair?
Madam Chair, you might be on mute.
Yes, but make it short.
Okay.
Tony
Well,
gave you a minute.
Beautiful. Thank you all so much. I am humbled and I am grateful to accept this position of third vice chair. Third vice chair is known as the publicity chair, and I would be responsible for communicating information to highlight and announce political activities and accomplishments for the 12th district voters. So a little bit about me. For going on 16 years, I've worked for Developmental Disabilities Resources. So part of my job in healthcare meets social work is to share resources and communicate with people. As Arun said, I'm also a writer, I'm a published author, and I am trained in copywriting. So again, communication and words, I have experience in that. And as a business owner, I manage 2 websites as a writer and as an integrative health coach. So I do have experience in managing WordPress, which is the platform that our website is on, and also social media platforms. So again, thank you so much. Humbled and grateful for this experience.
Excellent, excellent. As you can see, we've got talent on this board. Could I get it's Secretary or Treasurer next? Secretary. We have Amanda Wright. Who's nominating Amanda?
I'm nominating Amanda. This is your secretary, Liz Millsaps Hagler. She's wonderful. I met her through New South Progressives when we were organizing precincts. She attended UNCC and then went on to graduate law school at North Carolina Central, an HBCU that we know that Congresswoman Adams promotes. So she also represented activist pro bono during the racial justice protest. She's just fantastic, and I think she would make a wonderful secretary.
Wow. All right. Is there another nomination? My second ask. Is there another nomination? My third ask. Hearing none, I will accept a motion to accept Amanda Wright as close the election and for secretary and elect her by acclamation.
So moved, Madam Chair. Larkin Eggleston.
Oh, Brother Edelston, thank you. Is there a second?
Nazim Uden here, second.
Okay, it's been properly moved in second that we close the election and confirm that our new secretary is Amanda Wright. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor, please raise your hand.
Madam Chair, we have over 70.
All right. The chair determines that Amanda Wright has won the election for secretary. And I would like to be the first to congratulate you. And we're going to be really blessed to have an attorney. And now I can brag about that too. You just can't wait till you see the good news. It's going to be in there. And thank you so much. And Liz, you've already spoken on her behalf, so I think that that's a good thing.
Madam Chair, we have a hand raised.
Yes. Who is
Reggie
it?
McKnight. Judge
Oh,
McKnight.
Reggie. Hello. Good to see you, sir.
You need to unmute on your side.
Reggie, unmute.
Yes, ma'am. Madam Chair, I apologize. That was an inadvertent hand raise. Please do continue.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought you were telling us you were about to run for appellate judge or something. I didn't know. I didn't.
Not yet, ma'am. Not yet.
All right. I just thought I'd throw it out there. All right. Is there any other hands up? All right. Amanda, thank you so much for presenting yourself. And we will be having a meeting of all the new board and a retreat to discuss our moves forward and our strategic plan. All right. I don't know.
Madam Chair, your secretary's hand is raised.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to thank you and everyone for allowing me to serve in this position, and I look forward to pushing the needle forward with everyone.
You know, I love it when they say I'm going to outrun you. That's beautiful. All right, treasurer. And then at the end of that, everybody who did not get a chance to speak, all the new elected officers, I'm going to give you that minute that Tony motioned for to give you an opportunity to speak. Treasurer, we have Valera Levy. Are there any other nominations? Well, first off, who's nominating you, Valera?
Hi, yes, this is Tanya Lewis. I seek to nominate Valera Levy for treasurer of the 12th Congressional District. She is the former chair of the Rowan County Democratic Party and the former 13th Congressional District chair and former North Carolina Democratic Party second vice chair. She's also a mom of a 16-year-old honor student at Cannon. Currently, she is the North Carolina Democratic Party minority chair, and we're very fortunate to have this level of leadership coming here to the Charlotte area. She is a new neighbor. So with that, I seek to nominate Valerie Levy for treasurer.
All right. My second ask, is there another nomination for treasurer? My third ask, is there another nomination for treasurer?
Madam Chair, we have a hand raised from Sam.
Sam?
Good afternoon again, Madam Chair. I move that we accept the nomination of Valeria Levy for treasurer, and I move that we accept it by acclamation.
Is there a second?
Recognize Nassif Majid.
Oh, Representative, how are you, sir? Good to have you.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I second that motion.
All right. It's good to have you here.
Good
It has
good
been
that you're back
properly moved.
in living color, Commissioner.
It's been properly moved in second that we close the nominations and elect Ms. Levy by acclamation. Can I get a second on that, please? Could I get a motion? Well, I got the motion. Can I get a second? There you go.
Madam Chair, I believe it was seconded by Representative Najee.
Okay, good. Is there any discussion? Hearing none.
Hold
all
up,
those in
Madam
favor-
Chair. Madam Chair, there's a number of hands up. If
I
you're
think they
not-
might be voting.
No,
I
that's
can
what I'm
cle-
saying. Make sure it's
Yeah,
not voting.
I think they're
This is-
voting.
It should be for discussion.
I'm going to clear hands, and if anybody has a question, they can raise hands again.
All right, all those in favor of closing nominations and electing Ms. Levy by acclamation, show by a raise of hands. All these hand raised will go to the vote. Excellent.
Madam Chair, we have over 70.
All right, then the chair determines that Ms. Levy has won the election for treasurer. And I'd like to be the first to thank you. I've been knowing Valeria for a long time, and we did training up in the mountains for 3 days, and then they worked our butts off. I am excited to have a former district chair on board. This is a powerful team, y'all. All right, what I'd like to do right now is give everybody, starting with Valeria, if you have not already spoken, an opportunity. Well, you were nominated by, who were you nominated by? Who nominated Valeria?
I cleared all hands.
Yeah, but that's not my question. My question was who nominated her?
Looks like
If you-
Tanya Lewis.
Tanya.
Okay, if you'd like to have a word on her behalf, and then we'll give her a word to speak for herself. Go ahead, Tanya.
Yes. Yes. Okay, the host is not on. Okay. I'm sorry, I had a number of things that come up here on the screen. Yeah, thank you for this opportunity. I been introduced to Valeria through SY. And so maybe the best person to talk about these remarkable qualifications and the addition that she will be to the 12th Congressional District. Maybe I'm thinking SY might be the best person to speak to her candidacy along with Valeria herself.
I would think in lieu of time that we allow Valeria to speak for herself because she's a very accomplished young lady. Valeria,
Okay.
Tell us who you are. Valeria?
I was muted. I'm sorry. I wasn't able to unmute myself. Thank you, everyone, for the nomination as well as for electing me to this position. I know that we are going to keep time tight, and I'm not going to be the one to hold the time up. So I'm excited to be a part of this board. Let me just please ask everyone that can and is on this call to consider a donation to the 12th district by using that link and donating $12. So that would be fantastic if we could get everyone on the call that is able to use the ActBlue link and donate $12 for the call today. Thank you so much.
And that's the way the treasurer goes to work.
Y'all go ahead and put me to work. Put me right to work by putting that money in there.
That's excellent. Excellent.
Thank you.
All right. Any of the new elected officers that did not get an opportunity to speak? If you'd like to speak, now is a good time. All right, hearing no comments, shall we move on? I would like to recognize Mr. Willie Fleming. And let me tell you a little bit, I asked Willie to be my minority chair. Willie hit the ground running and has got he started introducing himself around to the minority community. And many of these people he met were not Democrats. Some were independents and some had never voted. He went then and started putting together social events where they came together. And I'm gonna let Willie speak a little bit about what he's done with the community. Willie, floor is yours.
Willie, if you can unmute on your side, you should get a message.
Here we go. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Thank you so much, Madam Chair. I want to first of all say, for having the same vision that I've always had, is that minority in this country has contributed so much. And by the Democratic Party being the party of the people, we need to welcome minorities and also make sure that we take advantage of what they contribute to our party. Right now, the way that minorities are population with the United States is growing, it's going to be very important that we welcome minorities. And a good example is Arun, my brother there, Arun. We're doing a lot, but to make it short, when we first started, I think we had 4 people. Now we're 100 plus. We represent 11 different countries and we speak 30 different languages. And I think that's important to the Democratic Party because I don't know any candidate that can speak 30 languages or can go into 11 different communities and have the same influence that a center of influence in that organization would have. But again, though, I want to congratulate all the members that all the newly elected board for the 12th district. And my promise is I will continue to work, Cozy, because I told you from the beginning, you can have a good presentation, but that's not what makes it happen. You have to make it happen to actually do the work. And that's what I promise to do. So thank you so much and congratulations to all of you.
And I want to thank you too. Willie did COVID shots. He fed the hungry. He went out to the tent city. He has been in the community doing so much that's brought all these minority and immigrant communities together with one voice. So just stand back, you'll be seeing more. And he's slowly converting them all to Democrat.
Oh, Cozy, let me say one on the note. When we first started, there was not a lot of Democrats. Right now, I think if Arun could, I think we have around 95% of all members of the IMC right now support the Democratic Party. So we converted at least 95%.
Well done, well done. Next slide, please.
Madam Chair, if I'm going to stop sharing and if it is okay with you, I can share the resolutions passed by the county.
If you would, please. Oh, I see that the chair for the African American Caucus, Ms. Colette Austin, is on board. Welcome, welcome, my sister. Oh, and the retired chair for the Democratic Women, Ms. Connie Green Johnson. Good to see you, Connie. All right. The resolutions. We have discussed the resolution ad nauseum. So I am willing, if this body agrees, to accept the motion to move these resolutions forward to the SEC. Unless there's some you want to pull out.
These resolutions are also on the website. Do you want me to scroll down, Madam Chair, or is this fine?
That's I'm waiting to hear if anybody has anything.
Madam Chair, there are several hands raised. Judge Ricky McCoy Mitchell, you're first.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Woodson. Madam Chair, I actually wanted to see if you wanted to proceed with the oath of office for the recently elected officers as you begin your business.
You know, I do, and thank you, Judge. That's why she's the longest serving judge in the People's Court. Yes, if you would not mind extending the oath of office at this time.
Thank you very much. So if all of the recently elected officers would, I'm not sure if you could put them on screen so that I'm actually focused on those persons. I don't know if you'd be able to do that, but for the officers though, to be able to follow me as I'm going through the oath. And I just had to, as Madam Chair, you've taught me as a quick personal privilege. I want to make sure that our newly elected treasurer knew that Representative Majid was too quick for me. He got the second in before I could get to it, but I'm excited for her election here. So, well, with that, are we ready, Madam Chair? Did you wish me to go ahead and begin?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. So for all of our recently elected officers, if you will raise your right hands, please, and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Cozy Watkins.
I, Aaron Nair.
I, Amanda Wright.
I, Rosanne Crumpton.
I think we're missing our treasurer.
I was muted. I, Valeria Levy.
All right, thank you. And keep your right hands raised, please. And you can say this jointly, just follow right after me. I know it may be a little muddled because of the time delay, but do solemnly pledge.
Do solemnly pledge.
To uphold the goals.
To uphold the goals.
And mission of the 12th Congressional District.
And mission of the 12th Congressional District.
I pledge to perform.
I pledge to
perform. My duties to the best of my ability.
My duties to the best of my abilities.
In the service to the 12th Congressional District.
In the service to the 12th Congressional District.
I pledge to work.
I pledge to work.
In a concerted effort.
In a concerted effort.
With other executive board members.
With other executive board members.
And I pledge to support.
And I pledge to support.
The membership and their endeavors.
the
membership
membership
and their
their
endeavors.
endeavors,
and to work toward the success of the 12th Congressional District.
And to work
And to
toward
work
the
towards the
success
success
of the
12th
12th Congressional
Congressional
District.
District.
Well, congratulations, everyone. And thank you again, Madam Chair, for the honor of being able to do the swearing in of our newly elected officers for the 12th Congressional District.
And
Thank you,
thank you,
Judge.
Judge, for your service. All right, excellent, excellent. All right, resolutions, back to resolutions. If there's no resolutions that need to be pulled, I'll accept a motion to move them on.
Madam Chair, there is a hand raised.
Yes, who is it?
Tony Mingo.
Tony. You're recognized.
She's trying to unmute.
Okay, you kind of went through those resolutions kind of fast, so I wasn't able to see if the transfer on death resolution was in the ones that you said the county approved. And that one plus the one on the judges were approved. And I am wondering why, excuse me, they are not in with the ones that have been approved by the county.
They are, the chair, the county chair resent those to us and they have been included.
They'll ask the next, Madam, next.
Yes, go ahead, Arun.
This is, that came from the county. We do have the other ones coming up.
Thank you, Ms. Mary. Okay, all right.
Okay.
Does that help?
Can we point that out, please, so that Tony can see it?
Sure.
We made
I
a
take your
special
word.
effort.
I take your word that they're included.
Nah, I know you. I ain't gonna do that.
So this will be coming up. If you
There
can
you
see on
see
the
it,
screen.
Tony?
Yes, I do now.
All right, good. Because we had it in there. We spoke specifically to the chair this morning, and she was gracious enough to resend to make sure we had everything.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Are you satisfied?
Yeah.
You good? All right, good.
So
All
long
right.
as it's in there.
If there is nothing further, I'll accept a motion to.
Madam Chair, there are hands raised.
Okay, I can't see them, so
Dan McCorkle, you're recognized.
Dan, go ahead. Good morning, afternoon. You're muted.
Yeah, sorry. This is Jane Whitley, Chair of the Mecklenburg County Democratic Party. Hello, everybody. I just did want to point out that our Secretary, Janice Robinson, did send those resolutions immediately after the meeting, and they were resent this morning. So, Tony, I apologize for any delay. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
There's one more
other
hand raised, Madam Chair.
Yes.
Martha Alexander.
Go ahead, Martha.
There we go. I was trying to unmute. I just wanted to clarify, and I second what the chairman said, that both of those resolutions, because they were voted on at a different time, that's why they're separate, Tony, but I made sure that they were on. So that's why we're having those three, and then I think they're going to do those two. So they are there, but thank you very much for also reminding everyone. Thank you.
All right.
Madam Chair, there's one additional hand raised, Braxton B. Coates.
Go ahead, Braxton.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, for the resolution for our judges, I did want to just quickly point out that at our county executive committee meeting, that resolution was amended to include our district court and superior court judges, instead of just our Court of Appeals and Supreme Court justices, because if we're going to educate about our judicial system, we need to educate about the entire system and not just portions of our judicial system. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, sir. Is there anything else? Is there any other hands?
Madam Chair, Janice Lewis has her hand raised.
I recognize Ms. Lewis.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I believe that the real estate resolution was also amended by the county party as well at their executive committee meeting. And I just wanted to make sure we were voting on that updated version of the resolution.
Yes, everything that was current, the chair sent to us again this morning. So I'm
Perfect.
sure.
Thank you.
Yes. The chair recognizes the county chair. All of the resolutions, is there anything that needs to be added to those, Jane, that we might be missing? We got the updated, amended versions. I just want to make sure before we go on.
The resolutions that were forwarded to you are the amended versions.
Excellent. That's what I needed to hear. All right. So moving on. Is there any other hands?
No, Madam Chair.
Then I'll accept a motion to move these resolutions forward to the SEC.
We have several hands raised.
All right. I can't see them, so.
So are we
Well,
voting on it?
I move, this is Tony Mingo. I move that the resolutions presented from the county to the district be approved.
All right. Is
And
there a
forwarded.
second?
Second from Braxton.
Second.
Okay, second, please wait to be recognized because we can't hear who's doing it. I heard Braxton and also, okay. So it's been properly moved in second that we move, accept the resolutions from the county and move them forward. Is there any discussion?
Madam Chair, there's several hands raised. Cynthia Forbes.
All right, Cynthia, you're recognized. You're recognized.
I was just making a motion, a second the motion. So it's already been done. So thank you.
Okay, lower all the hands and then if there's discussion.
All hands are lowered, Madam Chair.
All right, is there any discussion? If it is, raise your hand, please. Seeing no hands raised for discussion. Is that a hand?
No, Madam Chair.
Then I see one hand.
Yep. Sam? Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm just raising my hand to vote. I apologize.
Okay, if y'all just wait till I call for the vote. All right, I hear no discussion. So all those in favor of moving the resolutions forward, let it be known by raising your hand.
We are at 65, 4. $69. Madam Chair, we have over 70.
Right, excellent. then it has been properly moved and the chair determines that we will move the resolutions on to the state. And you will be able to speak to these at the next SCC meeting. Is there any? Okay, I believe we're done with the resolutions, correct?
I think we have two more. The
Okay.
one which were passed on to us.
All right. Or would you bring that one up?
Which,
No, we've already got the one with the estate. That one's done.
I thought we did all four.
Madam
Yeah,
Chair,
we've
point
done-
of, point of
We did that.
information.
Yes.
Madam Chair, is it my understanding that we've passed on all the resolutions all at once?
Yes, that was sent to us by the county. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
So we're done. Arun.
Hello, Madam Chair.
Yes.
Hi, this is Sam Spencer. It is my joy and honor to introduce our Congresswoman from the 12th Congressional District. Arun, if you would please unmute her and change her name and allow her to speak. Our Congresswoman was attending the funeral of the husband of one of her colleagues this week and is in transit right now, but I know that she would love to address the convention.
Sam, can you let me know what the name she logged in as?
I direct messaged you the details.
Oh.
And if you remember 12th District, I said whenever the Congresswoman was able to log in, we would give her time. Welcome, Congresswoman.
Just a second, Madam Chair. If the Congresswoman can press *6 on the phone. *6. Can you press *6 on the phone? Still not unmuted.
Well,
Yes,
Madam Chair.
ma'am. Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
good
Welcome.
afternoon, everybody, and thank you so much for letting me patch in. I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you for all the work that you're doing, good Democrats. I am trying to get out of Columbus, Ohio, so I had to travel here for Congresswoman Beatty's husband's service and with members of the Congressional Black Caucus, and so I was sorry I wasn't able to Zoom in and chat with you, but just wanted to just thank you for all of your work. We still have a lot of work to do. Madam Chair, I want to thank you for your leadership. We've been working really hard in Washington. I just filed a bill on yesterday, the day before yesterday, rather, for the to help with infrastructure for our colleges and universities, our HBCUs. We've got a pretty big agenda in terms of overall infrastructure we're trying to push for the president, as well as the Families Act. It's going to help a lot of folks. Hopefully we are seeing some movement in terms of the COVID. and we're still in the tunnel. So I want people to continue to be safe. But thank you for all of your support. Hopefully, I'll be able to chat with you in person, and we will be able to get out of the Hollywood Zoom squares and be able to meet face to face. But again, thank you so much. The 12th District is moving right along. We're working hard, and we've got great leadership with our chair. And thank you also very much for yielding some time to me. I appreciate it, and I yield back, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Madam Congresswoman. We know you're working hard. And anytime you would like to just pull the district together and speak to us in a small group, big group, you let us know and we'll make it happen.
Well, thank you very much, and we'll make a point of we're looking at the schedule and seeing if we can't do that. Thank you very much. You all have a great day.
Thank you, especially with the HBCUs. I don't think everybody understands the reimbursement process.
Yes, ma'am. Well, the other thing, the other thing is when we look at our schools, particularly those in North Carolina, we have 10 HBCUs, one in our district, Johnson C. Smith. I was pleased to be their speaker last week for their graduation, and they awarded me with a doctorate degree. I was happy to receive it. But there's a lot of deferred maintenance, not just on that campus, but on campuses across the country. And that's the essential reason for the bill to address some of the disparities that have existed over these centuries. And our schools, we now have to not only take care of the deferred maintenance, but also as we look forward to improving our technology, the other infrastructure, and those related things on our campus. So I'm happy to, we'll try to set up a meeting and give you the full rendition of that bill and what we're trying to do. I do want to mention that it is a bipartisan bill, and that's going to help us. Senator Tim Scott is on the bill in the Senate. He's going to be sponsoring in the Senate along with Senator Coons. On the House side, it'll be myself. It was myself and Representative Hill. So hopefully we'll get a chance to move it. We've got about over 65 signatures on it. And so we look forward to talking with you more about it. Thank you so much, Madam Chair. I'm going to yield back.
Thank you so much. And that we know there's a lot to be done and we want to be included. All right. Arun, can I have the next slide, please?
Yes, sir. Mr. Davis. Thank you all for the state, trying to bring Don't Come Out of Blue, and also just bring awareness to our voters and everything that we can organize and educate.
Okay, our other business, if you could go ahead to the videos right quick.
Let's get started.
And somebody's not muted. While we're waiting, if you want to go ahead and use your ActBlue and make your donation. The treasurer said $12. I say $1,200. It's good too. So.
We are Councilwomen Renee Perkins Johnson
and Dimple Ajmera,
and we are a part of your Democratic family on Charlotte's City Council. Our goal is to make Charlotte's business about the needs of the people and the family.
We believe it's time to do what is right and what is just for all the people of Charlotte.
And to listen to the voices of our neighborhood crusaders.
We no longer need to follow outdated traditions that lead to revolving doors and false hopes.
As Aretha sang, it's time for RESPECT, and we're ready to take care of business.
Thank you, delegates, for being part of our Democratic family. We are Councilwoman Dimple Ajmera
and Renee Perkins Johnson.
We are strong, united, and
Democratic women for Charlotte City Council. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. I told you not to play that, Arun. All right. That one's old. I see my councilman is here, Mr. Matt Newton. Hey, Matt.
Hey, Cozy. It's great to be here. Hi, everyone.
Good to see you.
Decades. I witnessed how the public health crisis we experience today became everyday life. District 3, we are at a pivotal point in the history of our area. We always read about the monumental achievement that was done in the past, but we never acknowledge how we can write the history today that our youth will study tomorrow. Charlotte historic communities are on the line. Stand with me now in preserving and restoring them by going to www.kendrickcunningham.com/act. Let's be the trailblazers that this moment demands us to be.
Hello, Democrats of Congressional District 12. Christy Clark here. I'm just stopping by to say thank you so much for your support in 2020 for my campaign. Many of you were volunteers and helped make phone calls and leave walk cards on doors for our voters in District 98. And thank you so much for the financial contribution from the committee. I so appreciate your support. I know that we didn't have the outcome we wanted in 2020, but we did leave everything on the field and did the very best we could, and we could not have done that without your help. I'll keep you posted on what I'm going to be up to next as soon as I know what that is. I'm fully vaccinated and I hope you are too. And if you're not, make sure you get an appointment. And if you are, let's have lunch or a glass of wine. Take care, everybody, and see you soon.
Hello, Democrats. My name is Matt Newton, and I am your District 5 representative on the Charlotte City Council. It's a pleasure joining you today at this year's 12th Congressional District Convention. I'm looking forward to our elections, preparing for the state convention, and also organizing to win in 2022. And let's make no mistake about it, we must win in 2022. So let's get to it today and let's get the job done.
Hey, Mecklenburg Democrats, it's Larkin Eggleston, Charlotte City Council member from District 1. Glad to be with you all today, and thank you for all you're doing for the Mecklenburg County Democratic Party and Democrats across our state and across our country. Whatever the next election is, we don't know when that'll be yet, but I'll be running for Charlotte City Council at large. Would love to have your continued support. And again, thanks for all you do for me and for everybody in our community and Democrats all over this country. Thanks for being here and keep up the good work. Bye.
Hello, I'm Erica Smith, candidate for U.S. Senate, and I just wanted to take a minute to greet each of you to the strong Democrats of North Carolina gathering at your district conventions. As a former county party chair and district officer, I know the hard work that goes into the planning for what you're doing today. Thank you for your devotion to doing the work of the Democratic Party. Over the coming months, we are going to go everywhere. We're going to say hello to you. We're coming to communities near you, and together we are going to build the electorate to flip NC blue in 2022. Have a wonderful day in your proceedings, and please, if you get a chance, visit our website, www.ericaforus.com. I am one of us for all of us, and one of us who will fight for us.
Hello. First, I would like to thank the precinct leaders, the delegates of Mecklenburg Democratic Party, for their dedicated service. I am Curtis Hayes Jr., and I am running for City Council at Large. As your City Council at Large, I am the liaison needed to invoke positive changes within the workforce, public transportation, positive policing, and the overall growth of our surrounding communities, our city, and state. I look forward to serving you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Sam Irvin IV, Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of North Carolina. As many of you know, I've been privileged to serve on the Supreme Court since I was elected with your support at the 2014 general election. I've greatly appreciated the privilege that I've had to serve the citizens of North Carolina as a member of the court. Last week, I announced my candidacy for re-election to the court and hope to be the Democratic nominee for that position at the 2022 general election. I very much appreciate the support that I received in my prior campaigns. I thank you for all that you've done for the Democratic Party, and I'm grateful to the service that you have provided to the state of North Carolina. Again, I'm Sam Irvin IV, Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of North Carolina and a candidate for re-election.
I am a scientist, a business owner, an academic, but more than those things, I'm a son, a man of faith, a husband, a father. I am a North Carolinian. I'm your candidate for United States Senate. I am Richard Watkins.
Madam Chair, those are the videos.
All right, would we go to the next slide? And there was some people in there that we had not seen. The county did a good job with putting together the videos. And we got these in, and we didn't see Sam Irwin, at least I didn't, and a few of the other folks. So keep these people in mind. Next.
That's it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, are there any political announcements, any fundraisers, anything that's coming up that we need to do? And all of the auxiliaries, please get your information. Rosanna now, so we can get it up on our website. Are there any announcements? I see a hand. If you'll unmute.
Sam, you can unmute yourself too.
Great, thank you. Madam Chair, Commissioner Mark Jarrell, County Commissioner District 4 was on the call earlier, but he had to drop off. He provided me the honor to speak on his behalf just very quickly. to extend his congratulations to our newly elected executive committee for the 12th Congressional District, and he apologized that he had to step away. Commissioner Jarrell, County Commissioner, District 4.
Yep, that's my county commissioner. Yay. Okay, any other announcements?
Madam Chair, Jeannie Welsh has her hand raised.
Go, Jeannie.
That might be accidental. There is no hand raised right now.
Okay.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Speak. Thank you. I'm Jeannie Welch. I'm part of the Democrats of North Mecklenburg. And one of our members, the precinct chair for precinct 240 here in Cornelius, is Madeline Parra. And she has announced that she's running for the 10th Congressional District.
Oh.
Now held by Patrick McHenry.
Yep.
Who's been in office forever. The 10th is north of Mecklenburg County. She's already filed and she started raising money. So it's exciting news. So I just like to let people know that. And I also want to acknowledge our 2 stars from the Democratic Convention last year, Ms. Cozy, who gave the delegate vote for president, and Donna Marie Woodson, who was one of the speakers on why she's voting for Joe Biden.
Thank you so much. And thanks for reminding me about that. I told them that I had to make 70 before I could learn how to trend. So it's not too late for you folks that are over 50 to start trending. Anybody else? Well, yes, ma'am, I see a hand.
Hi, it's Donna Marie. Just wanted to say thank you, Jeannie, for bringing back that wonderful memory. It felt very, very good. I was very honored to be able to speak and be in that position. So thank you.
And thank you, because I've abused your husband's time, and I appreciate you allowing me to be able to do that, because we could not have gotten this done without him.
Well, he is always willing to serve.
Yes, he is, and he serves well.
Yes,
I see a hand up. Hand up. Okay, hand down. Is there anybody else? If not, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All right.
Sam Smith, second.
Is there a second?
Sam Smith, second.
I consider.
He can't move and second.
That was cute, Sam, and very efficient. It's just not legal. Okay. That sounds wonderful.
Arnold Sanders, your hand is up.
No, I was just going to second since Sam couldn't. It's okay.
Okay.
All right. It's been properly moved and second that we adjourn. The chair considers the meeting adjourned, and thank you all. And we'll be calling on you again. Hey, Vivian Sproul, how you doing? Hadn't seen you in a minute. All right. Good night.
Madam Chair, before we get off, I just want to say congratulations to you. This was a very efficient meeting. We started at 11, we're done at 1:20. I have not seen that ever when it comes to conventions like this. So congratulations on your efficiency on the time.
Thank you. Hello, Judge Brooks. I mean, Blake, sorry. Judge Blake, welcome aboard. All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll be calling on you again because I'm going to be setting up my committee.
Madam Chair, we have a couple of hands raised.
Oh, okay. Hands up. Who are they?
Kim Best, Judge Best.
Yeah. Yes, thank you
I'm
so
actually
much.
going to interrupt, but it's over with, so that's okay. I was going to make a motion to adjourn the meeting, but it's already been done.
Oh, well, thank you for taking the second chair. That was wonderful. of
Thank you.
and your
And if
time.
everyone, but Madam Chair, if everyone could look at some of those tips I gave, so moved is not supposed to be recognized. That's not how you make a proper motion. It's I move, everyone, I move.
And we will be doing Robert rules and how to do meetings and decorum. I'm kind of big on the decorum. It's kind of annoying when you're talking and somebody's walking on the top of you. So we're going to be doing that with the board, so we won't be guilty of that kind of stuff. And thank you, and thank you, Judge Bess, for volunteering to teach the class. We do appreciate that. All right, anybody else? Otherwise, we'll see you all later. Hey, Sean Thompson. I'm gone this time, y'all.
Madam Chair, is it okay to end the meeting?